I'm taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
Hold on, hey, what up, Anthony? Salute. Shut the word, cuz there's no S, cuz. But Pilot and Pat, Triple G is being considered a Hall of Famer. Shouldn't the Crusher, Sergey Kovalev considered a Hall of Famer?
When you get
I
to
got
the
no problem with
Kovalev. I think we're gonna get to it shortly about because we have our 5, right? Obviously.
Yeah, I got my 5.
Kovalev's not eligible yet because he's still I think he's still fighting. No, I think it's 3 years. You got to be 3 years. 3 years inactive, I think. Now it went from 5 to 3.
Kovalev. Yeah, I mean, Kovalev probably won't be in there. I mean, of course, now Kovalev has been getting into a lot of trouble lately too. But
I think Zab's gonna get in like first ballot, or he might have to wait, or he didn't get.
Isn't he already in?
Zab is first ballot.
Isn't Zab already in?
And the IB.
I thought he was too.
I don't think so. I don't think he's in the actual.
Really? I thought he was already in.
No, yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna Google it. IBHOF.
For some reason, I thought Zab was already in. For some reason,
because I mean, he went to New York in 2023. When was his last fight?
Oh, New York, and not the international.
No, because Zab has been retired for a minute because he caught that brain injury in that foolish fight.
Yeah. How come he's not even on the ballot? No, he's not in yet. So that's weird. I don't know how he's in the New Jersey, New York Hall of Fame, but not the the one that matters, IBHOF, right?
Yeah. Now Anthony Manzano. The 3 names you mentioned: Jacobs, Chocolatito, and Santa Cruz. Jacobs, no. Chocolatito, hell yes. Like he's first ballot. Yeah. LSC, they'll try to make him. He'll get on the ballot. I don't think. I think after he left 118, he stopped trying. So,
Yeah, I want to say Leo Santa Cruz Hall of Fame. Like not he may be 3rd ballot type shit. 4th. How about the Filipino flag? Yeah, Nonito Donaire is definitely Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Donaire is definitely a Hall of Fame. Like he's like, I mean,
unless niggas want to come up and say, "Who the fuck did Donaire beat?"
Yeah.
Because I don't put it past none of you motherfuckers. Now I just don't think it's either y'all haters or y'all don't know boxing as good as y'all say y'all are. So I don't say y'all do. So
it might be a little bit of both, too. Cause
it might be. You're right. Because like some of these takes is like. Wow, like I never want to be known for a nigga to just have like such horrible takes like this. Like god damn. And I might say some off the wall shit, I might say Yuck Mouth Thugged Out's a better double album than Life After Death, and I still think that. But god damn it, I bring proof, receipts, and I have an argument. But I acknowledge Biggie shit too. But like y'all niggas don't do that. Y'all get pushed in the corner and it's like fuck that. Man, his defense is ass. Like y'all niggas are like that was like triple Mayorga in there, not triple Golovkin, triple G, nigga. Like that'll be the reason why they're gonna say the Filipino fast and other Hall of Fame because most boxing think this bitch to be phone in prime shit. I could agree with that, but it's like Donaire's had too many high-level fights that he won. Like, you'd have to but there's going to be some asshole. Because remember, Donaire's nobody when we add him to the Inouye resume, but.
See, I asked him. I asked him my server. I just asked real quick, who's better, all-time Chocolatito or Donaire, and 2 people replied to me right away saying different both names. So it makes it interesting because I think most will pick Chocolatito, but some still found about Donaire.
Yeah, I mean
Chocolatito had more dominance.
Yeah, Chocolatito had more dominance. I think Donaire had like a crazy 10-year
more of a longevity. Like Chalk had a higher peak, but Donaire may have had a longer prime or longer. I don't know, longer. I don't know. It's hard to longer.
And they both had long careers. That's a hard one.
Yeah, like
that might be a Twitter poll. Like, who had the better career, Chocolatito or Donaire?
Yeah, because I mean, the fact that Donaire is probably he's still in the mix for trying to become champion, and especially in a division where usually after like 30, 31, like you're old because there's a lot of factors about competing in the divisions that he competes in, and he's still actually actively competing, which is unheard of, really. a 40-year-old competing in a sub 122 division like that.
Because he wasn't supposed to come back from that Walters fight.
No, he was not. Like, you know, he was able to become a champion. Like, he pushed Monster. He's the closest person to ever come to actually, like, to really bothering Monster, to really shaking up Monster like that. Like, really shaking them up. You know, and put consistent hands on him. Most people don't put consistent hands on Monster like that. He did. So, but yeah, no, the Donaire. Honestly, if Donaire is not a Hall of Famer, then I don't know who the fuck is, really. You know.
Yeah, like it's just like this is exhausted, like bad combatant stupidity, like or hatred. Like I don't know how those civil rights niggas did it back in the day. Like this is wow. And I know racism is an even harder fight, but shit, man, they get exhausted fighting stupidity, man.
Yeah. But, you know, just to kind of segue into now, like the last part of our conversation with the Hall of Fame is the current ballot right now. So, I mean, obviously, you know, people see some names on there. We talk about Triple G being on there, but I'm saying though, like you have spoke with Triple G. There are people on the that, you know, like what the fuck are they like Sean Porter.
Why the fuck?
Sean Porter is not a Hall of Fame for his boxing career. He's not. Sean Porter needed at least have beaten Keith or Spence.
I think because he's a two-time welterweight champion.
Crawford.
I think because he's a two-time welterweight champion. And I know he was losing record against him, but he's the only one that fought all the welterweights of the era. He's the only guy. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's the.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah, and
also he you know, and I know we mentioned that Tim Bradley's Hall of Fame for sure, but I think being in the media, I don't say being the good Negro, but basically just kind of, you know, playing the game. The writers are gonna, you know, you never know, the writers might get you in because you're already on the ballot already. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and
I mean, dude, your media contributions got to be on a rocky, like Sylvester Stallone level to kind of get in there to me, like.
Yeah. I mean, in that case, like, yeah, because I mean, because in this case, I mean, we probably expect Paulie Malignaggi to be on there just because of that, because the same thing.
You get what I'm saying, dude? I'll even give you one better, bro. Can Ring Gang get on the ballot in 10 years, nigga?
Like Pat, like I know it's a different sport, but NFL wise, Terrell Owens wasn't a first ballot Hall of Famer. But imagine if he was like how Randy Moss was obviously a first ballot. They were both first ballots, but Randy Moss played the media game, all automatically, and T.O. never was with that shit. Then he had to wait for 5 years when he was a top.
It's also the same thing too. Like when me and LB were disgusted when Andre Ward got over James Toney, which is just unheard of. Like Tony
had to wait a year. Tony had to wait a year or two, I think.
Yeah, and I don't hate
this is
Ward.
James fucking Toney.
One of the best.
Not Freddie Toney, not Rigatoni. Fucking James Toney. Mm-hmm. Like James, I still can't believe that. So it's like nah, no, y'all not gonna do that with this year with this shit. Nah,
yeah, and
calling that out.
Yeah, and on top of that, with Sean Porter being on there too, and then just to pick a more recent fighter, like you have him on there, but you don't have Vic Darchinyan on there, who is a Hall of Famer in every sense of the fucking word.
Vic Darchinyan definitely a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he's an example of someone who should be. I think he was on last year's ballot too, and I'm not seeing him on there. I was like, why?
I mean, Castillo, you know, Jose Luis Castillo's not on there. Colin Bay's not on the ballot either. Like, what the fuck are you talking about here?
Yeah, some of Colin Bay's not on there. I mean,
how's he not on there? That's
yeah, because it seems like there's a lot of people in there that were added that really shouldn't be on, and of course the constants. Like Sven Aki, like if you've ever heard him talk about German boxing,
oh god,
yeah, Sven Aki should never go in the Hall of Fame.
And but you know it's funny you mentioned his name because niggas treat him like he's Golovkin. like niggas like niggas treat Golovkin like that's like he's Aki, like a guy who just needed a bunch of split decisions to beat cans. Mm-hmm. Never wanted to have a step up fight, yada. Like that's how. Like y'all got to get y'all Europeans. Y'all get y'all Europeans too mixed up.
Look at the ballot. They might get Ben and even though I don't know because they've been in the waiting for a minute. But Ben and Eubank, since their sons fought twice this year, maybe they might try to get them in there type of shit. Right?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I mean Eubank and Ben are. I mean they've always. I mean I'm not gonna argue them actually being on the list. Chris John shouldn't be on. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Chris John should not be on this fucking ballot in any fashion. Like, you know,
I know what's his name was arguing hard for DM Darius. Yeah, he's a Hall of Fame, whatever. But you ain't gonna put him over fucking Golovkin, bro. Stop.
Somebody was putting aside the side of I think Darius and Golovkin in terms of
that's the dude I'm talking about. Like,
you saw,
bro, like a nigga who was fucking scared to set foot in America to fight Roy Jones, like in a big pay-per-view fight.
Yeah, and ironically, he lost his 0-2 of Roy Jones' opponent in Julio Cesar Gonzalez. You know, that's
thank you. So we really gonna like, dude, and it comes back to what I'm saying and what me and Pat said. Golovkin never had no hiccup with these. Let me air quote marks cans.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say all this shit and then. Because the nigga was going back, like the nigga was really going in detail, like he had a PowerPoint presentation on it, like bro, like I don't hate nobody enough to do all that. Like, y'all niggas got it.
Yeah, I'm not saying Darius Michalczewski wasn't a good fighter. He was.
Nah, he was a good fighter, very good fighter, but him not fighting Roy Jones hurt his career more than Roy Jones not fighting him.
Right.
And you can't use DM as a dude to prop up over Golovkin, who actually fought his biggest fight.
And with Michalczewski, like what's even more like, because I remember too, even before he lost to Julio Cesar Gonzalez, like he was struggling with Richard Hall, who Roy destroyed Richard Hall.
Thank you. A lot of niggas DM was fucking struggling with until he finally just wore attrition their ass out the way.
And truthfully,
but he was like, come on.
And the truth, that's a forgotten fade too. Like that's what it is. They fought two of those like brutal, like they're forgotten fades. Like I never forgot how brutal them fights were. Like Richard Hall was really giving it to DuPause for a minute in those fights. Like, and
if you see how Roy Jones treated Richard Hall, you wouldn't think Richard Hall would do anything with anybody world class.
Right.
And I'm just that's no disrespect to Richard Hall, but that's just more like Roy Jones was just that nigga.
Right, exactly.
So it's like, come on, you not imagine Golovkin going life or death with a Richard Hall level nigga. Like,
yeah,
come on, like, so it's like that's why it always comes back. It always comes back to hate.
Yeah, it's like I mean, people have to understand like there's context to everything. Like, you know, like why people are like being picked in the hall or whatever. Like, and like I said, you know, none of us hate Sean Porter, but is that, and there are other people in there like Lucien Boutte.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, Vianney Bungu. Like, are you kidding me?
What the fuck?
Yeah, like
come on.
And but yeah, and there's like more. Let's see, Acelino Freitas. I don't agree. Like, I don't care what you say.
Yeah, I don't agree on that.
Yeah, like there's people in there that really shouldn't be on there at all.
But remember, you know, Virgil Hill win is better than any Golovkin win.
Yeah, right.
Like, yeah, okay, like. If you're Roy Jones saying this, yeah, of course. I'll take a body shot KO of Virgil Hill over anything.
I've seen some niggas on the ballots put in Mikey Garcia first ballot, you know, like somebody that's actually voting. So it makes it slippery slope. I'm just saying, it makes it when Broner gets on this ballot, if he does. I'm just saying, because Garcia's the 4 division, so is Broner. I'm just saying.
But I feel you, Pilot. It's like what we said. Hold the same standard to everyone.
Yeah.
Because if you're just going to say, "Oh, Mikey gets in because he's a 4 division," then hey, get that Broner too. Then, because if we start picking apart Mikey Garcia, I don't know if he's just a first ballot Hall of Famer like that. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Especially over names that's been on the list.
Yeah. So I mean, just so you're so LB, who are your 5 picks though for, you know, for Hall of Fame induction?
Let me see. Triple G, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta throw it up for Florida. So you know Tarver.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta halfway throw it up for Florida again, and you know Casamayor, who I honestly think is Hall of Fame. I had to, you know, RIP. I had to throw it up for Israel Vasquez.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one was a hard one, but I said fuck it, Vernon Forrest.
Who?
I said Vernon Forrest.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was like,
rest in peace to the Viper.
Yeah, you know, so a lot of people might not agree with my list, but I stand behind it. Like, there might be people that's more deserving before some of these guys, but Tarver, I think, deserves it. You know, you can't have a win like Roy Jones and not be in the fucking Hall of Fame.
And that was close to prime. I mean, that was still prime Roy in a sense, right? So I was kind of even, argue what you
may
want.
Not be prime. See, this is the thing. Like, it may not be prime Roy, but it's the closest to prime you'll get of Roy. Like, because I don't think that was prime Roy, but
it's the
he was still the first one to do it.
He's the first one to actually do it, the closest.
Yeah, so he has to get all that credit. Like, you know, I give Glenn Johnson credit too, but I give Glenn Johnson the credit in the sense of he had a Hall of Fame type of 2003 or what year was that? Where he beat Clinton Woods, knocked out Roy Jones, and didn't beat Tarver at the end of the year.
That's fighter of the year shit. Yeah, that's 2003.
Yeah, that's fighter of the year. Like,
it was either 3 or 4. 2004, I think it was. 2004.
Yeah, 2004. Yeah, so like, nigga, that's a crazy ass year. Yeah, 2003 was James Toney. Yeah, that y'all snubbed, motherfuckers. But yeah, 2000. So yeah, like, he made his moment look good too. But the Tarver shit, second round. So yeah, Tarver. Casamayor, I felt like been robbed a few times. I felt like he should have got the Freitas fight. I thought he beat Castillo too, actually. Castillo made that bullshit ass rally at the 8th round, and then niggas just gave him the fight, but he was getting boxed up for the first 7 rounds.
Worth.
And Israel then gave us too many fight of the years. Like, if you're gonna have Gotti in the damn Hall of Fame, RIP, you gotta have Israel Vasquez in there.
See, the thing, I mean, Israel Vasquez, I mean, he has some wins to me, but after them 3 fights, he was no good after that. Like,
facts. Like, that's facts. Like, you know, you gotta be objective. And Vernon Forrest, you can make a case he don't belong. You can make a case he does. I make a case he does. But I wouldn't argue against anybody if they said, hey, man, Sutter, this nigga need to be in there before Forrest. Like, I ain't, you know. Unless you're going to take the DM, nigga. Unless you're going to say Darius Mishawowski or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. And truthfully, he shouldn't go in either, but you know, that record, like, you know, because I remember too, because he ended his at 48. They were trying to make it, he's gonna break Marky Marcial's record and shit like that, and then Julio Cesar Gonzalez upset him, and then he got KO'd again in his last fight again. I'm like, well, I guess he's not going to 49.
Yeah, like, fuck all that, like, cause like he literally got most of his mystique came from being the guy Roy avoided, and it's like, dude, you're not gonna get famous for beating up the niggas already beat up, and you're doing it in front of less people on a lesser platform, like lesser TV channel. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm a beggar. Like what is that? Like, yeah, I'm a better bag boy at. Cause I bag up groceries at Winn-Dixie and you bag them up at Target. Like, what are we doing? Like that's how that shit sounded to me. Like, the fuck, man. But yeah, that's my 5, yo.
See, mine was Triple G's, one of them. Second one was Gennaro Hernandez, and I've said this multiple times with him.
He definitely deserves to be in there.
Like,
that's facts.
Yeah, like Gennaro Hernandez only lost to Floyd and Oscar De La Hoya in his career, and he had he had 2 long title reigns too. On top of that, you know,
he just fought bums. Who did he fight? Now I'm going to be Golovkin's advocate here.
Yeah. Now Gennaro Hernandez, that dude was the epitome of like work. Like, dude was a worker. Like say, you had to work to beat him, like, you know, and people could have, like, said only Oscar and Floyd were actually able to actually turn a trick on that dude.
2 other Hall of Famers.
2 other Hall of Famers. Yeah, you know, like, and he beat a Hall of Famer in Azuma Nelson, and that one, and that was a fight that I think Azuma got like cut early or whatever, and had they actually went to the cards, he would have won. But Zoom said, "Fuck that shit, I'm gonna continue," and he won a split. And Gennaro won a split decision. You know, I remember watching it, but I was like, okay, and I thought that was admirable. You know, that he actually gave him Gennaro a chance to actually win like the right way. You know, to actually
these niggas would have said, no. What's that one? Lawrence Cole ref would have just told the nigga like, nah, chill, like, you know, you can win this. Shout out to Zuma Nelson, like, that's a G. Although, wouldn't he be past it when he fought Hernandez? I mean, Gennaro, like, like, I'm just saying, you know, like, hold the standard to everybody, you feel me? But that's a good name. Like, he definitely deserves to be Hall of Fame.
And then one is not really known as much as America, but he probably should be, considering that I think he's the record title defense holder in the flyweight with Pong Wajankim. You know, like you ever see his record is fucking ridiculous. It's like 91-5. Like, you know, it's
I think it's boxing for a minute.
Yeah, like you used to hear him all the time. Like if you were on the boards, like me and LB were, like, you know, he was always mentioned in some fashion. Like he was hardcore to the hardcore though, but dude was legit. He was legit. Like dude held that flyweight title for a long ass fucking time with them defenses. Like he. Oh,
are we gonna ask who did he beat, Pat?
Yeah,
like that's a, you know, like, and remember all these niggas that have all these long title reigns, you're not hearing about how they destroyed these niggas and how they knocked them all out. We're just telling you had reigns because that's what they had. So there's a difference.
Yeah. You know, and then my next choice was Mikey Garcia. Like Mikey Garcia is the the only thing.
That's probably the only one I like. Like I agree with you, but I wouldn't say it for this year.
Yeah, and I feel you. I mean, Mikey Garcia to me when he was on, like Mikey has elite victories all over on his record. Like he has, like dude was basically untouchable until he went to what and he started at featherweight. You know, Mikey was a guy Mikey was probably one of the most naturally talented boxers that didn't give a shit about boxing. Yeah, but he was just
he rather have been a cop or some kind of, you know, he was an Uncle Juan ass nigga. He wanted to but Mikey, be a NASCAR motherfucker. But it was in the blood. It was in the blood.
Yeah, and Mikey was better than his brother. Like there was no question about it. Mikey though.
Oh yeah, Mikey, for sure.
Mikey,
Robert Garcia was a champion, you know. So
yeah, he was. But
Robert Garcia was quality. He was good, but the eye test is night and day between him and Mikey.
Yeah, no.
Mikey and Vargas were on the same level. Then you had Robert Garcia,
right?
And that's no disrespect to Robert Garcia, but I'm pretty sure Robert Garcia would tell you that.
Justin Garcia's a better trainer than he was fighter.
Yes.
Yeah. Robert Garcia, or when it was Roberto Garcia, excuse me, you know, when he played up his Mexican, you know, like he was, you know,
he get to play.
Yeah, nigga, you ain't shit, but I feel you.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, Mikey Garcia though, he was like, because Mikey would stay away for 2 years and then, you know, come back and was again knocking scarily dominant, knocking people out at lightweight. Like dude was just.
So you had Mikey, Pat, real quick. You had Mikey on your list then, out of your fight.
Yeah. That's why we talking about him.
I was wondering. Double checking.
Yeah, my bad, but damn.
Yeah, like that's why Mikey was so nonchalantly elite. It was ridiculous. Like now, had he actually gave two shits about boxing, he probably would have been a lot. He would have added on to his.
Nigga, wait! I think you just coined the term though. Like, slow that down. Yeah. This nigga said nonchalantly elite. Do you know how like smooth that sounds? Like that's what I want to be. I want to be nonchalantly elite. Like,
yeah. I don't.
But you just don't give a fuck about anything. Like.
And I don't. And not a lot of fighters you can even describe that way. But
that perfectly describes Mikey though.
Like, like I said, it
you
took
10 for 10 on that one.
Yeah, it took him going up to 147, you know, to a division he had no business being in, and to get shut out. And then last but certainly not least, Wilfredo Vasquez. Again, another one. You know.
Yes, yeah, he's deserving of it. I give him that.
Yeah, dude was a beast. Unfortunately, he's kind of known for Hamed kind of being the beginning and the end of his career because Hamed kind of gave him a beating. Yeah. And that's what made Hamed lineal at featherweight because because that's why. But Wilfredo Vasquez, he was a beast in his fucking prime. Like I remember watching them fucking fights on fucking Univision and shit like that back in the day. Yeah, Wilfredo Vasquez.
And he had a son that was boxing too.
Yeah, his son. Yeah, didn't his son become a champion too?
Yeah, I could have sworn his son became a champion too. Wilfredo Vasquez Jr.
Yeah. I'm sure he did. Yeah, because I think it was short as his house was short as Leprechauns, but he definitely became a champion.
Yeah, I do remember watching them fighting him becoming a world champion.
Yeah,
he wasn't there for long, but he did.
Yeah, because I remember because he lost
his father does belong.
Because he lost his belt to Jorge Arce in a war, and then after
that, that might be a forgotten thing, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, do you feel like Arce deserves to be in the Hall of Fame?
See, Arce is.
I know he's one of those could go back and forth with niggas on like.
Yeah, but isn't Arce in that same bag as Freitas in this sense? I mean, similar,
Arce has. I think Arce.
I kind of want to lean more to Arce. Like I don't know, like. I know Arthur Gregorian don't deserve to be in the fucking Hall of Fame.
Nah, fuck. Yeah,
why is his name even on the list?
Freitas, I remember Freitas beat the fuck out of him. I remember that.
And he ran the last fucking round after dropping this nigga like 3 times.
I think it was like 4, my nigga. Like
4 times, yes, yeah. dude. I got that fight on VHS somewhere. Like, bro, like, yes, like, and his claim to fame is beating Shane Mosley in the amateurs.
Exactly. Yeah, but Arce has a lot of fucking title defenses. Like because he's like what was he like 4 divisions? Like he was a 4 division champion.
Yeah. Like I kind of feel like Arce deserves to be in there. Like
bro is beating he has at least 18 wins over world champions. Like that's the thing. Like you. But the thing is though, it's like. The elite fighters he's lost to. He lost to a lot of elite fighters.
And he lost bad to the elite fighters. Yeah. It's not like these split decisions, majority decisions, where you're like, okay, could have gone the other. Like he's getting stopped or losing like clearly like.
Yeah, like bro.
I do feel like he's deserving of it.
Yeah, like bro would have these wars with the B levels. Like he had constant wars with them fucking B levels.
He made it entertaining. Nigga used to take a motorcycle to the ring and all types of shit. Like,
yeah. But
I get it. Like I get it because I was actually going back and forth with him and the last 2 names, Vasquez and Forrest. I'm like, I would have hit a pilot got, nigga.
Yeah, but yeah, those are my choices. Yeah, and RCA was definitely one. I was like, he may get it in a different year though, but I wouldn't be mad at it. But Pilot, what about you?
Yeah, first, surefire ballot, Triple G is a lock. You know what I'm saying, out of that list for sure. I had Vernon Forrest, rest in peace to the Viper. I know Mayorga was the style that wasn't right for him, but when you look over his a 2 division champ, unified, I'm pretty sure. Really good names on his resume. Yeah, he died prematurely. Probably a little bit more juice left in him, maybe. I don't know. But either way,
I mean, he was champion when he died.
Yeah. So, he got that lit back against Sergio Mora.
He lost to Mora, and that was kind of like, how do you lose to Mora? But this certain stuff.
Honestly, the Mora fight was a close fight, and you could draw Mora for Forrest didn't look great in that fight. And he made the fight more closer and difficult than what it was. It should have been.
Yeah.
I could understand them giving it to Mora.
It was a close fight. I remember being pretty close.
But honestly, that was probably because they gave him the gift against Corte, which that made me so mad. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Yeah, I know.
Corte won that fight.
Goddamn Corte.
Yeah, I was
Corte always got hold. Corte always got hold in his biggest fights. It felt like he always got the shaft.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but either way, Forrest, the way he did Mosley. The way he dropped Mosley that first fight stands out to me. He was a great fighter. Rest in peace.
And the beating he gave that damn Carlos Baldomir or Balthazar.
Yeah, he beat Fuck Baldomir's weird. Yeah, he beat Baldomir.
Yeah, he beat the shit out of Balthazar. Baldomir.
Third, I said Antonio Tarver. One of the better light heavyweights of his time for sure. The Roy Jones knockout is a day of infamy in boxing. So I think you got to give him a nod there. Tarver. I did say Gennaro Hernandez. His 2 losses are against elite pound for pound. Honestly, maybe I don't know if you want to put Oscar as an all-time pound for pound, but he's Oscar and Floyd.
Oscar's definitely all-time.
Yeah, Oscar and Floyd are elite all-time fighters. You know what I'm saying? And Gennaro, like Pat said, had 2 long reigns, so I had Gennaro Hernandez. Rest in peace to him as well. The 5th spot for me was like, I don't know, like I kind of like saying maybe Darius, maybe Israel Vasquez, or maybe Mikey. I don't really. It's really like the ballot is like there's a lot of guys.
No, you seriously debating Darius, nigga?
Okay, all right. I mean, at first
like,
I was thinking
we after this long absence, nigga, we bring you back on the podcast, and what are you doing? This how you repay us?
No, that's what I'm saying. Because
like, Pat, this fucking guy, you hear this nigga? Like,
if out of the 3, out of those, I mean, it's like I might lean Mikey honestly, or rest in peace, and maybe give Israel to Vasquez just because he passed. I mean, not just because he passed away, but he's been on the ballot for a while.
Israel, he gave us some great fucking fights, man.
He gave a lot of great scraps. So it's like, but Mikey Garcia's a 4 division champ, so it's like I said between so I don't know either one of those, to be honest. I'll just say Israel and get Mikey in next year because the pools will get shallow as time goes by. So I'll just say Vasquez.
Well, I don't know. See, I'm trying to figure out because there were names in there. Like I kind of swore that Victor Trinian was on the ballot last year, but he's I don't understand why he was taken.
It's not like you don't get dropped off like that baseball, right? You don't get dropped off the ballot, do you? Because I swear I saw Victor Trinian.
I swear it feels like that in boxing. Like you'll see a nigga name for a couple years, and then some new niggas come, and then you don't see that name no more.
Yeah, and there's probably so many boxers that should be in that aren't. They probably just kind of shuffle them around every year. And
look how long it took Ahmed to get in.
Julian Jackson.
The Hawk took like 5. It took him 5, 6. It took him a while to get in, right?
It took him years to get him. It took him like a decade or 2, almost. It took him almost 2 decades.
Rest in peace, Rocky Lockridge, who's known for the best down cry ever. Beating Roger Mayweather and shit.
Cry.
Was he a 2 division champ, Rocky Lockridge? Or I know he's from Seattle. He's from Washington, so I kind of have some problems to him, but he didn't do enough, obviously.
Fun thing too is, I also debated about. Fun thing too is I also debated about Mikhail Kessler too. Because I mean, he has wins, like
he was in the mix, yeah.
He does. I just feel like Kessler was like one good win short or something.
I know Steve Collins just made it. You think he's gonna have to wait a little bit, right? Steve Collins probably.
Ooh,
yeah, Steve Collins definitely a fucking wait. Nigga, Mikey Garcia gets in before him. Come on.
Because Impact was, if you didn't know any better, you would think Ben and Eubank were both, and looking at their actual resumes and everything, they aren't really surefire. But in terms of their UK Impact, you would think they were Hall of Famers, right?
But this is the thing. I'm one of those niggas who feels like Impact should play a part in Hall of Fame. Ben and what's in the Eubank, I feel like a Hall of Fame. But there's different tiers of Hall of Fame. You got some niggas who Hall of Fame first ballot, like the Golovkins, the Floyds, the Pacquiaos, Tysons, niggas like that. Then you got niggas who I would say like Mikey Garcia, Andre Ward, where depending on the year, they could be first ballot or second ballot. Like Ward should have been second ballot. And I'm keeping that energy with Mikey Garcia. And
no, what if Tony got in the same year as Ward? Would that have been alright? Or you still think Ward was just not a first ballot Hall of Famer? Didn't Timothy Bradley would have to get snubbed too that year? Bradley got in first ballot, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken.
But I'm saying, like, that year with Tony and them was a stacked year, though.
It was.
So it's like you got to remove one of them other names, and I just feel like James Toney shouldn't have been that nigga. Like,
yeah, James Toney's first 5 years in the sport is incomparable to what Ward.
It's better than most people hold 10 years in the sport. Like, fuck. Yeah. So yeah, that shit's crazy. Like
Tony fought who versus who, won against someone who a lot of who versus who. Yeah, that was definitely a first ballot all time. Come on, it's Hall of Fame.
So Anthony, I'm just reading Anthony Manzano because he's kind of going off. Anthony Manzano, you got spell these fighters' names correctly though. Just FYI, bro. Because I'm like Mildred Taylor. Like
yeah,
I know,
yeah.
like Mildred Taylor. Do I think he's Hall of Fame? No, I do not. Like great fighter, but Mildred Taylor's prime was
two-division champ.
Short.
Two-division champ, but he was a two-division champ. But after that fight with the first Chavez fight, kind of just fucked him. I
feel like Mildred Taylor's another one of those. He's like one good win short type shit to me. Like, like he's one of those. He should eventually get in, but I understand he not being no first ballot, second ballot type.
Yeah, like and those, I mean, Mildred Taylor's hands, like he probably top 5 for fastest hands. Like bro had some of the fastest combinations I to this day I've ever seen.
Mildred could do it all, and he's in one of the most controversial endings of a fight ever. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the fights where like you showed a new boxing fan,
and he got robbed in that fight. Let's be honest.
He did, but unfortunately,
still fucked that fight up. I don't care who, niggas ain't gonna argue me on this one. Like, nah, Richard Steele fucked that fight up.
Yeah, but
Mildred Taylor should have a win for that.
But unfortunately, even if he got robbed or not, like the damage was already done to him. Like because
that's true, but the sad part is, God, like at least the damage meant something.
If he got his glory in his win, then it would have been.
Yeah, he had a glory, like to have the ass whooping and not the glory. That's what kind of kills it. Like I think that kind of kills the spirit too. Like. I don't even think the injuries.
He did come back. He won.
Yeah, he did come back, but still,
it was never the same. He was never the same.
Yeah, like, and that's the thing. Like the whole losing the fight, I think that made the injuries even worse. Because you don't have a high to pull from. You try to pull upward from a low.
Right.
So I think that played a part in it too. Just imagine if Brewster would have lost to Karanaski. What's that nigga in Germany?
Krasnaki?
The one where they were trying to give him the win so bad.
Yeah, imagine if, like, mentally how that would have fucked up Brewster.
They were trying to give him the belt for sure. God damn.
Like that niggas trying to FedEx that shit.
It was the recent. I think Pat even commented on it. It was a recently, like 2 weeks ago when it happened, the anniversary. It's like I watched that clip. I was like, God damn, it was so egregious. That
was when Germany was really on. Like Germany in the 90s and in the 2000s. This is the whole reason why I go hard when I see fucking Sven Aki's name anywhere. Like I refuse.
Germany was like a superpower for boxing corruption back in the day.
It seems so. Yeah, it did seem so.
Shout out to Germany though, but let's be honest here. Like, come on.
Yeah,
they had a lot of money and resources tied into it, and they want to get their ROI. The ROI.
That's why I was happy that at least the Klitschko kind of broke away from Germany, so at least they didn't get lumped into the whole German nonsense. And then
they left that with the Arthur Abrahams and the rest of them niggas.
Yeah, and Arthur Abraham, at least he ventured out. But then once
took him long enough, but you right.
But then once in the Super 6, he started losing like that. He went right back to Germany and never went back. He never came back out again.
And I'm glad his name ain't getting mentioned for no Hall of Fame. I see it on the list.
He's on the belt. I mean, he's a 2-division champion. He actually won the super middleweight title. Most people don't even know. Don't even have and some of them like Epix used to air his fights for whatever fucking reason. So and some of them fights were wars. Like they were absolute wars. But it was just like but that was his level. Like he was never going that world level again. He wasn't venturing out of Germany. Whereas Sven Aki never ventured out. Like, and I said before, if Aki had actually ventured out and fought in America, he would have had losses. Like, he would have had some serious losses on his record.
He needed to have serious losses on his record now.
Yeah, the only fight that I was pissed that he actually won legitimately was that fucking Anthony Mundine loss.
I knew he was gonna say that.
and ironically, Mundine was the one that was fucking beating him around the fucking ring, and then he knocks Mundine out with one punch. Yeah,
starts him hard too.
Yeah, and this is an Aki who has 6 fucking knockouts. He wasn't known for starching niggas too. You know that and he starts. I was like, I thought I was in the Twilight Zone when I watched that. I was like, you fucking.
I remember mad niggas was talking shit about Mundane after that because it was like, that's what you get, like, because he was like, you was making comments about 9/11, like niggas just letting him have it.
Yeah, but the fact that she was Mundane, for us guy that was seen as a technician in Aki could not handle Mundine for nothing. And he punches him out. I'm just like, what the fuck am I? What the fuck is this? Oh,
weird man. Shit, bro. Weird.
Yeah, this is how you know we're old. Like we're not new to this. We're true to this. Like
that's why we understand all the nuances when we speak to these boxers in these interviews and shit. Like it's like it feel like they're speaking with their peers and not niggas just on some fan shit. Like don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like we understand the context of shit. That's why Ring Gang is elite. You know, what the young niggas say, Ring Gang is so peak.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Anthony, but also your other names you mentioned on there, like some of them are not gonna be, in the modern category. So some of them may actually go in the Hall of Fame probably a lot sooner than most of these niggas in the modern category. I'll tell you that. Like Esteban De Jesus, I mean, unfortunately, he went to jail. I think he murdered somebody and he caught AIDS, and but he took Duran Zero.
God
so
damn. Boxing life for real.
Yeah. Like some of them are not in modern, like they'll go in, but they won't go in under the category that we're reading from, which is just the modern category. So they will probably go in. They'll probably be in another ballot, but there's a lot of old time fighters. Like you're gonna have to kind of wait.
Yeah, by the time Ben and Eubank get in there, they might be off the modern list.
Yeah. But Wilfred Vazquez, like I just said, like he should absolutely be, like he should be in the Hall of Fame, like he's now. But the other names you mentioned, like they're old timer fighters, so they'll go in their criteria is probably a little bit different. Like they're not voting on those guys.
So we should get in this class maybe 3 deceased, 3 fighters that passed away, and Genaro Hernandez. Oh, I don't know if you mentioned him, but Genaro Hernandez.
Well, yeah. If we add up the names, if Ring Gang was given a ballot and we had to submit it back, we would come up right now. It'd be we all agreed on Golovkin.
Yeah,
I think it was 2 out of 3 agreed with Gennaro.
Gennaro and Forrest, I think. I don't know if Pat said Forrest.
And Forrest, yeah, because I had Forrest. You had Forrest.
Yeah, I didn't say Forrest. Yeah.
And what was it? There was somebody else. Oh no, you had someone from both me and Pat's list actually.
Yeah,
Gennaro.
Tarver.
So yeah, so that means from this list, that means Golovkin, Gennaro Hernandez, and Vernon Forrest would get on.
Yeah, those 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's bad.
It's not it's not bad at all.
Yeah,
and then some of these motherfucking names I'm seeing that the other media niggas is damn trying to get in.
Yeah, exactly though. But yeah, like but the people that that are missing from this list that you're removing, like I said, and I'll say under the sun because like I said before, Victor Chinian is a Hall of Famer. Like is a personified. He's an absolute Hall of Famer, and and like I said, people have to really understand. Like if you were watching him back in the day, like bro was a demon in that fucking.
See, and that's why Impact has to play a part in the voting, because Darchinian had that impact at them lower weights before anybody else did. He kind of filled in the gap to what we have now, because after Hamed, ain't too much noise was getting made at them weights.
Yeah. And dude was brutal, and he was like damn near. He ended like 2 careers, like in the ring, because of how brutal he was beating up people. Like,
was it like a Victor Polo?
Yeah, because I remember he beat up Donaire's older brother, Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn got it bad.
And then he gave some guy like a brain hemorrhage or whatever, or blood clot or something like that. Like. I remember it was on a Showtime cut. I remember too. I remember like they stopped it way too late, and dude was out there almost dead in the ring. Like that shit was crazy. Like,
didn't they put him on a stretcher?
What's that?
Didn't they put him on a stretcher?
Yeah, they put him on a stretcher too. Yeah, like, and Vickers has the wins too. Like, dude was should have probably been the first undisputed 115 champion too. Like, he was a killer at flyweight. At 115, he was a demon out there. He was serviceable at 118, but yeah, once he went up at that, he became a little bit more mortal, unfortunately, because some people are not meant to go too high in weight,
Yeah,
and that was him, But he had too many elite victories for him to not be on that list, or for him to take him off.
The knockouts, the impact. He fought all the names.
Yeah.
He always gave a good account of himself.
Yeah, to be taken on list for Archer Gregorian. Get the fuck out
of here. There's a few lower weight fighters that kind of get lost in the shuffle that don't get their just due because unfortunately lower weight fighters don't get the same amount of respect. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean there are names even there like Gussie Navarov should be Loki should be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, I think they put Omar Navarez on there.
Yeah,
I think that might be his first time I've ever seen his name on there. Like,
I think Navarez was on there. Yeah, Navarez was on there. Yeah.
I'm actually
surprised. Chris John's been on that. Chris John's been on the ballot for a minute. Chris John, Indonesian boxer.
I don't know why.
I had an ex-girlfriend who her grandpa used to say, "Yeah, we used to always watch Chris John, his Indonesian brothers," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, no,
it'd always be cool when you talk to people from other countries like that because you really see an impact of
of boxing.
It puts context to the impact of the sport of boxing worldwide. Because imagine some chick telling you, "Yeah, we used to all gather around and watch Chris John fights." Like, nigga, like they treating it like that's the equivalent of you saying, "Well, yeah, Saturday night, man, we all used to turn up the TV and watch Oscar De La Hoya fight or Mike Tyson, Roy Jones fight."
Seriously, yeah. I mean, I got a boy from Australia who used to say whenever David Tua was on, they'd always go and watch David Tua front and center. 7 a.m.
Motherfucker, whenever David Tua was on, I was watching that.
Yeah, I'm saying like
that's the point. Like, but for some fighters, it's like yeah, we all the same time. But even with Pacquiao, same time. Chris John is like, damn, like that's okay. Shit, you was popping over there.
I remember I watched the past prime David Tua fight, fucking Monty Barrett over fucking watching Timothy Bradley fight on HBO. I was like, get the fuck out of here, like. And the Tua and Barrett was a better fight. So like,
didn't Barrett even drop Tua?
That was before.
Sure did.
That was before dual screens were common. that was like before you can.
Yeah, we got the history for these niggas though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was one of the rare times I actually had the HBO on my TV at the time. So I had and Tua's shit was pay-per-view, but it was on a stream. So I was watching the stream on there, and I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yo, these cats are slugging it out." Like, you know,
they were.
I remember someone I think was asking me like, "Pat, why was I watching that when Timothy Bradley's on?" Well, because this is a better fucking fight. I think you.
Who's Bradley even fighting again that night? I can't even remember it.
Oh shit, nigga, it was let me. I gotta bring up Bex. I know exactly who it was.
Because I definitely remember the Tua Barrett fight being better.
Let me see. Oh, let me just bring up.
That was the fight we talked about more on the next day.
The Abregu fight. There we go. Yeah, it was the Abregu fight.
Oh, Luis Abrego.
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, that fight was strong. I know
that was Tim's first fight at welterweight, and that wasn't even a bad fight. Because he did land like a crazy right hand on dude, but it wasn't a better fight than motherfucking Barrett. Tua.
Yeah. No, Tua and Barrett were throwing hands, like you know, like
yeah. And Abreu and Bradley was competitive, and Bradley outworked them. He won, but yeah, like come on.
Yeah. Yeah, like that was like they were really trying to say watch Tim Bradley. That's like nah, I'm good. I'm straight on that. Like I'll watch it on my own time. I'll watch that. Yeah.
Bradley Provodnikov, yeah, but Bradley Abregu,
no, sir.
At least we know Ruslan gave us some fades on Friday Night Fights. So you know what I mean? Like there's more context where it's like, yeah, it's potential fade here.
Mm-hmm.
But a Braden, no. Like,
not
at all. Oh shit. Oh man, but this has been a great episode though.
Yeah, no, it was just good because I was like, because Hall of Fame, like was just it was just trending so hard, and Triple G trending so hard with Hall of Fame. It was just like, yeah, we had to go, had to get some bars off.
That just shows, once again, that just shows the popularity, because there's no way it should get that much of an uproar like that. Like, right. That's super popular. The contradictions where, but I didn't think Americans, took the Golovkin like that. What do you mean? He was advertised and he was, brought to your face to America. I'm like, okay, damn, like, niggas are starting to just too triggered to me. Like, what's that shit I said? I was like, some of y'all niggas is more mad at Golovkin than 50 years at Diddy.
Yeah.
And that is some weird energy to have. Y'all don't know these people. At least 50 got some type of connection with Diddy, you know what I mean? With the whole I think it's smothered out his baby moms.
I do like your tweet, LB, where you mentioned like, oh no, maybe it was just in our DM. We were just talking about how do people got more smoke for Triple G than Paz? That's just crazy. That's crazy.
That's
again, like, why?
Yeah, like, and Paz might have been in the ballot that didn't have to wait. It had to wait a little bit, but still, it's like nobody. I didn't hear an outcry when he got in. I think like
and there should have been. Like there literally should have been.
Like Golovkin's getting. Yeah.
And there's too many niggas with big platforms. Too many niggas who was supposed to have like respectable boxing takes to say this shit. So that's why I'm just like, wow. Like the hate is real. Like it's crazy, bro. But here at Ring Gang, you gonna get it unfiltered and the real down the line. Here you go type facts. No bullshit. No watered down. We put too much creamer in the coffee ass niggas. You get like a spoonful or that little capful and then you keep it moving. You bitches be wanting half the damn sweet ass creamer in that motherfucker, and that's how you niggas like y'all boxing takes. Y'all want a bunch of 50% filler trolling bullshit. Right. Like, we don't do that. Cause it's like, who's gonna damn if we don't say these names and be objective, like shit is only gonna get worse. Like 10 years from now, y'all gonna remember Tank and Ryan Garcia as a pound for pound fight. Nah, we and I'm a nigga who bigged up the fight, but I gotta draw the line. That's why there's two of us. That's why there's me and Pat, because he gonna speak more for the hardcores. I'm gonna try to bridge the gap more for the casuals, but you need both mindsets though, because there's some shit I gotta draw the line on. Like, hey man, hold on, we're not gonna do this. Like, there's some shit that's like, yo, well, I mean, come on, Pat. Like, we want the sport to grow, and we had these conversations, but it's real shit. Like, if you have somebody who's just only thinking for themselves, you're gonna get turkey. If you have a nigga who's thinking on the other opposite end, and he's thinking about casuals, you're gonna get a Jake Paul. If you're thinking too hardcore, you're gonna get a DAZN. You need all of these shits to be balanced, or you just gonna fall into one extreme.
Yep.
And then that's all it is. That's all we Ring Gang. You know what I'm saying? Like even Pilot being, the devil's advocate tonight and bringing the other part, but me and Pat being knowledgeable enough, we could argue the other shit that Pilot to bring up. Some of you niggas can't do that. Y'all to just got mad and called him a bitch or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, but nah, that's what niggas start doing though. Like they start like, fuck this nigga, you high anyway, nigga. What the fuck you know?
Everybody likes to rage bait, but when it's not successful, then you just kind of you show your hand. You know what I'm saying?
That's why like so many niggas I had to stop fucking with on the Kali with that after the Golovkin Jacobs fight, because then it's like Golovkin. It went from Golovkin never fought a good name until they moved the goalpost. Well, he should have really won that fight. It's like damn it, like. niggas calling you out your name and shit. Like, I ain't got time for this, nigga. Like, I would literally beat the shit out of these niggas. Like, it'd be like that one video where the elephant kicks the badger, the honey badger. That's how I would treat some of these niggas. So it's like, I'm not gonna argue. Like, just how King P's like, I ain't arguing with no bitch. Like, some of you niggas is bitches, and I ain't gonna argue with you. Like, so yeah, shout out to King P. But yeah, like, that's how I look at some of that shit. Like, nah, it's like that ride at the damn fair, where they be like, you must be this tall to ride the ride, to go on this roller coaster. Nigga, you must have this much boxing knowledge to be entertained by Shutterworth. And some of you niggas is like Toxic Avenger height. Yeah, y'all midgets with this motherfucker. Like,
facts.
God damn, I've seen some of. Woo. Well, all I'm saying is, like, to be continued. But what I mean by that is, in years' time, if it ain't me, it's gonna be our disciples. Me and Pat might make a special guest appearance. But when Wilder get on that motherfucking ballot, if I am alive, nigga, because I know my life crazy, nigga. So I'm just saying, if I'm alive, guaranteed I'm on this motherfucker saying, huh? Oh wait, what? Who the fuck did he beat?
Yeah. I'm gonna seek out every comment that says, "Oh, Wilder's on there. Look, he has 10 title defenses." Yeah. Trust me, believe me, I got plenty of smoke for you. Like, if you think
it's
good,
you know what?
If Golovkin's defense is ass, what the fuck is Wilder's defense?
But you know what? Like, it's gonna be a lot of the niggas that are detractors of Triple G are gonna say in 7, 8, 10 years, whatever, Wilder and Tank are first ballot. And they're gonna argue it to the, they're gonna argue it tough. Same niggas, exactly.
Of course. And that's why I don't take a lot of these niggas serious. Think about it this. Like, I end it like this. Ever since Ring Gang Radio got started, and I've been on Twitter since 2015. Like, you see how all of us in Ring Gang, our own personal accounts have increased by like hundreds. Like, some of y'all niggas even, mine's is the slowest growing account. Even though I bring out all this content, personal, like artwork, comics, this, books, that, all that shit, animation, my shit don't grow like that because I don't be engaging with people like y'all do. And these type of horrible hot takes is kind of the reason for that. So you'll never really see me like niggas. Like, we could be on damn nationwide TV and niggas like, damn, this nigga Shutter just got like 500 followers. Type shit. Like, yeah, he don't be entertaining you dumbass niggas,
right?
So yeah, man. So that like, so I'm not just saying that shit just to say, like, I got proof of that shit. Like, I really don't. This week is probably the most y'all see me go back and forth with niggas.
Yeah.
So yeah,
usually you stay in the cut, but you have to
I stay in the cut. I don't get into the drama like the way niggas be doing. And oh man, I gotta take a break from Twitter, man. Y'all making me act out of myself. I gotta do this. Oh, y'all making me. I'm gonna just drink my water and chill, or I'm gonna do this, or like, nah, I ain't. The niggas is beefing in the spaces, and yeah, I ain't got time for all that, nigga.
Facts.
We trying to take Ring Gang to the top, nigga. No time to be doing all this bullshit. Now these niggas could do that. It's cool, they more built for that. But yeah, man, great episode, y'all. Like, y'all killed this shit.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll be back. Probably be back. Probably next week or whatever. We'll see see what popping. Depending if we have a couple upsets this coming weekend or not. If not, we have there's probably some other things we'll probably touch upon. I
might have an interview.
We might have an interview, true. Yeah, because shout out to Franchon again, Cruz Dezern for blessing us. We got the clips incoming. They're gonna be coming soon. Yep, working on those right now as we speak. Great, it's a whole great interview. Is one of those interviews you can watch the whole interview, be entertained. But if you haven't seen it, when you see the clips, you're gonna be like, I gotta watch the rest of this shit. Facts. Like, it's that good. Like,
Like we're in tears, we're laughing, we're cutting up, we talk about everything. So like it's honestly the pinnacle of Ring Gang, like really when it comes to the interviews and shit, because it's condensed, it's like an hour, but it's everything.
Right.
The comedy, jokes, music, boxing, shit talking, you know, stories, like it got some hard lessons, fuckery, like yeah, it's everything, man. But yeah, y'all check that out.
But yeah, you know, so yeah, make sure you do. We'll share that, you know, obviously during the week, the clips and everything. So watch out for that. So yeah, for myself, you know, Pat Scorpio, New England representative, for LB Shuttleworth, the God, the GOAT artist, for Conscious Pilot. You know, this has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it, and Triple G is a damn Hall of Famer. No, you know, period. So yeah. So until next time, peace.
Triple G.